So I'm going to be connecting the appliances to the water line and the sewage line. And this one is going to go to the gas line over there at the gas stove. And then one line, separate line, 20 amp for the microwave. So I'll be shooting separate videos how to install them on all of them. All right, folks, so we have Frigidaire, dishwasher, and then it came without a plug. So I'll have to, there are two options to connect it to the power. So I can either use connectors plug to connect it to the power, or directly connect it to the electrical panel with the separate line for this. So I don't want to have another line for the dishwasher because it's going to be too much work for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect those two to the plug that I purchased from Home Depot. I didn't know that they actually come without plug this time. So, but before, I believe they were coming with plugs. I'm not sure about that part. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect it to the plug that I purchased from Home Depot, and I'm going to be using Wago 2 conductor connectors, not the lug, not the nuts. So I'm going to connect this sewage line to the P-trap over here, and then I got one more water line that I have to connect it to here. We got all this dust because my plumber was working on the basement bathroom, and he drilled the concrete, so jackhammered it. So that's why I got a lot of dust over here that came up from the basement. So never mind about this. So what I'll be using today for the dishwasher, so I have also a kit, dishwasher power cord kit, dishwasher kit for the hot water line, for the plug, for the hole that I have to cut through the cabinet, and just in case I got a drill bits, and two conductor Wago connectors to connect the plug to the dishwasher. So just unscrewed the toe kick underneath of the dishwasher. There's a ground wiring over here, and those two hot and neutral. We got ground, hot and neutral. So I'm gonna use hot and neutral over here, and I'm gonna be using the Wago connectors to connect it. This is a water line, and that's a sewage line right there. So the electrical line is over here, and I gotta connect the wire from the back of this cabinet and goes to the dishwasher on this side. And the hot water line is over here. Whoever did this plumbing, I really appreciate it. It's very easy, accessible, and I like it. And nice and neatly done. And I gotta cut a hole over here so that I can connect to the P-trap over there. Okay, folks, so I did measure it correctly. I got a 5 feet cord, but that's not enough. So I'll have to get 9 feet one. I don't think the 6 feet will work because the line is over here and then outlet is over here. So I'm gonna have to run to Home Depot to get it. It's unfortunate. So meanwhile, I'll be cutting a hole through the cabinet. So I'm gonna be using 1.5 inch 38 millimeter also, and as you can see, it's got connectors over here. So I'll be cutting maybe in through here so that I don't touch this part. Also underneath of this cabinet, it's a hollow, it doesn't have a toe kick like this. So I'll be probably cutting a hole over here so that I don't touch the connectors like this. So the first hole is ready. It's fairly easy. I'll do the same thing on this side of the cabinet. Also one more hole for this sewage line. So the holes are ready. This electrical line and then P-trap sewage line. So just in case, I got two ports. One is 9 feet with max 15 amps, 25 volts, and one is 8 feet, 13 amps. So I just want to make sure I got enough room. I think 8 should be good, so I'm going to be testing the 8 feet port. So this is how it looks now if it goes to the front. So I'll probably put the 9 feet so I can have better distance length. So this is how the 9 feet would look like. So this is much better. I'm gonna open the junction box. This is the inside of the junction box. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna attach those to the wire connectors inside of this, and the ground is gonna be attached to this one. So you're seeing 6mm. Oh no, it's not a 6mm. The 6mm is too small. I use 1/4 inch, not driver. So the white goes to the white, black goes to the white, black, neutral, ground goes to the green ground over here. So what's good about this Vago connectors, it's got a snapping technology. So you can put the wires in and you don't have to worry about tightening it up. You can just put it in and then snap. So this wire would go on the hole of this junction box so that it can stay inside of the junction box here, and we're gonna snap it with the Vago connectors. Both are in. I can just snap it. So the ground would be tightened up right now. I'm going to be using 8mm. Okay, so this tightened up. I'll put the junction box back on. So this water line goes to here. That's a P-trap sewage line. Junction box is on. Let's make sure nothing is loose here. No wire is loose. The wire is gonna go back from the back, and I'm gonna be connecting the water line now, and there's P-trap afterwards. All right, so just make sure the water is off when you're connecting it. And this one is for the cold water. This one is for the hot water. All right, so the water line is connected. Just make sure it is straight, because if you do not connect it straightly, then it'll probably leak. Okay, on to the series line. So I used a tightening connector over here. Took this stuff out. That's inside. So the moment of truth, I'm gonna be plugging it in. Okay, it's on. So I'm gonna turn the water on to see how it works and to make sure there's no water leak. Okay, so the water is on. I'll test it right now. Alright, so the normal wash is on. The water is going through. I don't see any leak for now. No leak in the back. Okay. Let's see how the sewage line works. Okay, looks like everything's working fine. Now I'm on to the fridge ice maker connection, which I'm going to be connecting to